A local artist is using his own home as his art gallery, selling and showing art to the public. Rodger Lourenzo puts on an art event every year and started it more than 25 years ago. Joining us now to tell us more about his annual art exhibit is artist Rodger Lourenzo. Good morning, Rodger.
Morning.
Thank you so much for joining us. Now, your house is in Royalwood, and you use it as an exhibit or as your art gallery. How did this all begin for you?
It began about 25 years ago. I had a friend of mine, Rob Sim. I was exhibiting with him and for a few other artists, and his pricing was so low. I asked him about it, and it's because he invited his friends. And so I've taken that philosophy and it becomes accessible art to people I know, and gradually over the years it's expanded to the neighborhood.
Wow. And so what is it like when people come in through your homes? Is it strange?
Well, it's strange for them sometimes. I think some people come in expecting it to be in the garage. Mm-hmm. It's essentially art up on the walls, so they get to see art the way it might look in their own homes and the way it should be displayed. And so they get to wander through the house, and there are tags explaining the media, the artist, the cost, mm-hmm. and so they just wander around. They get as much or as little help as they like, depending on how comfortable they feel around the art.
And we're talking lots of different pieces as well. Very
many pieces. There's some of my own, but there's also dozens of artists represented. It's our collection, and it's all kinds of media. There's watercolors, paintings, there are textile pieces, sculptures, ceramic, glass, you name it, printmaking.
Okay, so we're looking, this is your living room here, this image?
Right, and it's pretty typical of what you might see throughout the house. There's a large piece there in the back, as you can see.
On the wall?
And in the cubby holes you'll see some other paintings. There's some sculpture there, I believe. It's just displayed throughout the house. And down the stairs, there's some even in the bathroom.
That is so neat. So do people ever get confused and try to steal the lamp or take the lamp, or?
Well, that lamp actually was for sale.
Oh, there you go.
I think some of the furniture, I mean, typically furniture is not for grabs, but I think the furniture is an extension of the art. Mm-hmm. You know, we have people coming in who have had very little exposure to art. They have lovely homes, and but then what they have on the wall is often just a reproduction, something they went to the store for.
Right. Yeah.
And that makes them happy. That's no problem. I'm not going to burst that bubble. But in coming to see some original art and a variety of art, I think it exposes them to perhaps choices they hadn't considered.
And it's set up in a home, so you can visualize it almost in your own home when you see it mounted like that.
Absolutely, it makes a difference.
And how did you connect with the many artists that you also put on exhibit in your home?
Well, it's my collection, so I don't actually have to connect with them, although I have had some of them over for this. And in fact, I've commissioned some local artists to create small pieces. Again, I like to have a variety of price points so that people can come in and feel like they can afford something. It's not a money-making venture as such. It's more about getting my costs back, basically. Mm-hmm. Again, because I keep it low. It's just a wonderful opportunity to meet people who love art, have that conversation. I can explain process to them. I can explain about the artist, the period. There's just so many interesting conversations that take place.
And then once it's over, you just close the door and you lock it.
Exactly.
And you're at home.
Until next year.